Hey y'all, so this weekend I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to be doing a MVmedia pop-up, and it will be taking place at Black Coffee Atlanta on Jonesboro Road from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. August the 16th, and I hope I'll see y'all there. So I'm going to have a wide variety of my books there. I actually was at Black Coffee Fest earlier this year, and I had a sampling of my stuff, but this time I'm going to have a wider range of stuff. So give you an idea of what I'm going to have. I'm going to have my two new latest releases, The Turn of the Bones by Balagoon Ojitade. If you're into sword and sorcery, that type of thing, what we call sword and soul, this is Balagoon's latest book from our Kikanga world, which is a world we created for a role-playing game. It's a zombie slash sword and sorcery book, and you'll love it. Action-packed, great book. Also going to have The Painkillers by Glenn Paris. Glenn is one of our new authors, and this is a medical mystery thriller. Glenn is a doctor himself, and he uses a lot of his knowledge and expertise in this book. So if you're in the mystery of medical thrillers, you want to come by and get a copy of this. I'm also going to have the third book to Sarah Macklin's Heretic series, which is God's War. It's the final book in the series. If you haven't read the other two books, you can get the whole series together. I have all of them there as a special discount. This is a great epic fantasy series based on ancient Egypt and other African kingdoms. The closest thing that I would say to be like like people say, an African Game of Thrones. That's this series, and this is the third book in the series. I'm also going to have the Terminus books because, as we've been talking about before, Terminus 3 is going to be coming out pretty soon. I was hoping to have it at this particular pop-up, but however, book wasn't quite ready yet. We want to make sure we're going to have it ready for you guys, but we're working on it. It's on the way. In the meantime, if you haven't read the previous books, Terminus 1 and Terminus 2, you can come by and check them out. These books are a collection of stories that take place in Metro Atlanta, written by Metro Atlanta authors. So I think you'll really enjoy it. Even the cover art is by Metro Atlanta artists, so it's an all together thing. Some other books that we'll have here, if you're a big fan of stuff like Lovecraft Country or Sinners, we'll have a copy of this book here, The Long Walk. This is a book I wrote a few years ago, and when people went to see Sinners, the first thing they did was they said, man, this is like The Long Walk, you know. And a lot of other authors that I know got the same response about their books as well, because as authors, we've been writing in this venue, in this way for a long time. So it's nice to see something that was a major movie production that kind of reflected some of the stuff that we've been doing. And for me, that book is, one of the books is The Long Walk, and I have copies of that as well. And of course, I'm going to have the book that I debuted in January, Space Funk. I'm going to have copies of both books with both covers, the retro cover and the Afrofuturism cover. They're basically the same. They're the same book, just with different covers, because we offered it that way during our Kickstarter. So you want to come check that out. If you haven't got a copy already, you know, come by. We'll have copies of it, and you can check it out. And we'll have a few of our comic books as well. We'll have Changa and the Jade Atlas, which is based on my Changa Safari series. And we'll have copies of that as well. And I have some other comic books that I have copies of there as well. So we're going to run the gamut. We're going to have novels. We're going to have anthologies. We're going to have comic books. We'll have a sampling of everything that MVmedia produces. I can't have everything there. I've got over 60 titles, but I'll have as much as I can. If you've never read any books by us before, this will be a good opportunity for you to come by and purchase books. If there's books that were that I wrote, it's an opportunity for you to get them signed, if that means anything. If you've never read science fiction and fantasy before, one thing I found out when I hit my low when it came to science fiction and fantasy was the reason I stopped was because I wasn't running into any books that reflected who I am and my culture and what I was about. And that's what MVmedia is all about. So if you've stayed away from the genres because of that, here's an opportunity for you to take a look at what's going on and see what we've been doing over the past 20 years. If you haven't read in a while, this might be an opportunity for you to check out a book. If you have friends who read science fiction and fantasy and never read any science fiction and fantasy that's based on African diaspora cultures and traditions, this is an opportunity to come by, get a book for them, or bring them and have them come check out what we have. So I guess what I'm saying in so many words is that come check us out. And last but not least, come check us out because Black Coffee Atlanta is a very cool place. It's kind of my third space. It's where I hang out. They have a cool vibe. They have a cool a group of people that come by. Jamin and Aaron have done a great job in creating an atmosphere that's just very positive. And the people that come there, the coffee that they serve, everything is just a cool vibe. And just come by and experience that if you've never been to the place before. So I will see y'all August 16th at Black Coffee from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We'll be slinging our books. Y'all come check us out. Take care. Peace.